A very pleasant morning to you all, my dear students. Welcome back, you all, to the online classes of chemistry. In previous class, I had discussed the topic atomic and molecular masses. Now, let's proceed further to our next topic, that is mole concept. So let's start. Need to introduce mole concept. In our daily life, we buy things in terms of number or in terms of mass or weight, we can say. A bigger unit for counting numbers such as dozen, which indicates 12 in number, score, which indicates 20 in number, or gross, which indicates 144, is used. Similarly, a bigger unit for mass like kilogram or quintal, etc., is used. However, bigger unit is favorable for buying eggs, bananas, oranges, etc. But if I talk about wheat, rice, and so on, it is not possible. Similarly, for atoms and molecules, it is not possible as they are very small particles and cannot be seen. So, for measuring such delicate quantities, that is, atoms and molecules, chemists introduced the word mole as its bigger unit, and it can be expressed in terms of mass number and volume. Just now I said, my dear children, that mole can be expressed in terms of mass number or volume. So let's see mole in terms of mass. So mole in terms of mass can be defined in two forms, mole of atoms and mole of molecules. Let's see mole of atoms. 1 mole of atoms of a substance has a mass equal to the gram atomic mass of that substance. Now the question comes, what is gram atomic mass? Gram atomic mass is called the atomic mass expressed in grams, termed as gram atomic mass. Okay, for example, atomic mass of nitrogen is equal to 14 U, where U is the atomic mass unit. If we will write in terms of gram atomic mass, 14U will become 14G. Here U is replaced by G. Okay. Now a mole of molecules. So 1 mole of molecules of a substance has a mass equal to the gram molecular mass of that substance. Now again one more question. What is gram molecular mass? Molecular mass expressed in grams is called gram molecular mass. Here also same criteria we will follow. Atomic mass of water, that is H2O, is 18U, which is molecular mass unit, but here U is replaced by G, which will be gram molecular mass. Okay. Now next is mole in terms of number. It can be understood through following example. Consider any two chemical substances. I am taking carbon and water. Okay. Atomic mass of carbon is 12U and molecular mass of water is 18U. The ratio of one atom of carbon and one molecule of water is equal to 12 is to 18. If we will take millions of carbon or water, the ratio of the masses will be same. Okay? So we can define the mole as a mole of particles, atoms, ions or molecules is defined as that amount of the substance which contains the same number of particles as there are C12 atoms in 12 gram, that is 0.012 kg of C12 isotope. We will discuss later in detail about isotopes. Okay. Now it is clear that among all the elements, C is taken as a standard element as it contains equal number of proton and neutron. All elements are compared with the standard element carbon. Okay, and experimentally it is found that 0.012 kg of carbon contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. This is also called Avogadro's number or Avogadro's constant and is represented by the symbol N0. Okay, this is your Avogadro number. Okay, so we can summarize that a mole of particles is therefore defined as that amount of the substance which contains Avogadro's number of particles, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. 1 mole of H atoms, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of H, which is equal to gram atomic mass of H, is equal to 1.0 gram. Okay, 1 mole of H2 molecules means molecule is there, that's why 2 atoms of hydrogen. That's why I am multiplying Avogadro's number with 2. Okay, the answer will be 2.0 gram. Symbol of mole is denoted by MOL. Okay. Now next is mole in terms of volume. In case of gaseous substance, it is found that Avogadro's number of molecules of any gas under standard conditions of temperature and pressure, that is STP conditions, occupy the same volume which is equal to 22,400 ml or 22.4 liters. Hence, it can be defined as a mole of a gaseous substance is defined as that amount of the substance which has volume equal to 22,400 ml at STP conditions, means standard temperature and pressure condition. Okay, so in terms of volume, if we are talking about mole, it should be totally based on standard conditions of temperature and pressure, and which will be equal to 22,400 ml or 22.4 liters. Okay, my dear children. Now next comes molar mass and molar volume. The mass of 1 mole of the substance is called molar mass of that substance. It can be expressed in gram and kilogram, and units will be G mole inverse for gram per mole, and kg mole inverse for kilogram per mole. If we are talking about molar mass of C12 isotope, it will be 12 gram mole inverse or 0.012 kilogram mole inverse. Here some molar masses of some elements are given. Go through it, okay? Molar mass is usually represented by the symbol m. Okay, the volume occupied by 1 mole any gas at standard temperature and pressure is always same and equal to 22,400 ml or 22.4 L. This value is called molar value or gram molecular volume. Okay. Now next is mole concept for ionic compounds. So before learning this topic, let me tell you my children what are ionic compounds. And before knowing ionic compounds, first of all we have to know what are ions. So let me tell you my dear children, an atom or a group of atom which carries positive or negative charge is called an ion. Okay, ion carrying positive charge is called cation, and ion carrying negative charge is called anion. Okay, ion consisting of single atoms are called monoatomic ions, and ion consisting of group of atoms are called polyatomic ions. Okay, and the compounds consisting of cations as well as anions are called ionic compounds. Okay, ionic compounds example NaCl, KNO3 means they have half part they have positive charge and half part they have negative charge. Okay, a mole of an ionic compound is that amount of the substance which has mass equal to gram formula unit mass. Again one more term came, gram formula unit mass. What it is? It is expressed in grams. Okay. And what are formula unit mass? It is expressed in grams and its amount is called 1 gram formula unit. Okay, it is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in one formula unit of the compound. Okay, a mole is defined as that amount of the substance which contains Avogadro number of formula units. See the example, 1 mole of NaCl is equal to gram formula unit mass of NaCl. Na23, Cl 35.5, on adding will obtain 58.5, which is Avogadro number of NaCl. So Na positive ions also Avogadro will be there, and for Cl negative ions Avogadro number will be present. Okay. Now see, combining all the definitions of mole, we arrive at the following result. These lines which are written in bold are very important for performing numericals. So learn this formula very well. Okay, my dear children. So here we came to an end of our class. So next class we will proceed further. Till then, stay home, stay safe and study well. Okay, and thank you very much for hearing me.